and welcome back to Adaptation, the vlog where we talk about film adaptations and the original material they're based on. Once again, I'm Kendyl Bryant, and this week we're talking about endings. Particularly endings that put us in danger of hulking out and destroying an entire city. Or movie theater. That's right. I'm talking about infuriating endings. And just so that we don't anger you guys further, I'm warning you now. This video has spoilers. It's about endings. Come on, guys. In no particular order, number 1, Battlestar Galactica. BSG gave us the inspiration for this vlog after Nicole finished the series and was, you guessed it, infuriated with it. Particularly, as I recall, the final scene, which time jumps into the future to show that, once again, technology is progressing rapidly and unchecked, possibly resulting in a this has happened before and will happen again scenario in which humans never learn from their mistakes. Thanks for the faith, guys! Number 2, The Golden Compass. The ending of this film lacked any sense of urgency or promise of things to come. It's left open for a sequel, sure, but not so much that the audience is yearning to know what happens next. In the book, there's betrayal and the opening of a portal to another world. That's exciting! But the movie was just your typical flying off into the sunset. And Lyra is still looking for her dad. At least in the book, she finds her uncle and realizes he's not so great. But the film puts her through so many dangerous situations, only to leave the viewers kind of uninterested. Number 3, My Sister's Keeper. I think we have a few hosts that were really disappointed in this film because it just keeps popping up. But it really fits in this video because the ending is arguably the most disappointing part. The book took a risk in having Anna die instead of Kate. It was unexpected and tragic. And then the movie just decided to push all that aside and have Kate die instead. And it changed the story from a controversial book about a girl's right to her body and a confusing relationship with her sister to a trite movie about adjusting to a family member's cancer with a predictable ending. Number 4, Beautiful Creatures. Not going to lie, there were a few of us that were a little confused about the ending in the book, so we're not overly disappointed that they tried to simplify it. We're just mad that they did it poorly. The movie not only revealed who Seraphin was early on, but then at the end, Lena defeats her, not leaving it open for a sequel. And I will never forgive them for not revealing that Beaver was evil the entire time. Did I say Beaver? I meant Larkin. Number 5, City of Bones. This ending is a mess, which is so disappointing because the film did fairly well up until then. And we've said before that we don't like the adaptation of Valentine as a character, but it really comes to a head in these final scenes. And then he gets frozen into a portal, presumably dying, instead of getting away like he does in the book. Are you seeing a pattern here? I know that movies like to have a resolution in case they don't get a sequel, but perhaps killing the villain actually makes it easier for the studio to not give you a sequel. Take a risk. Number 6, Divergent. Again, this film did a really good job of adapting the book. Until the ending. And while we understand the need for more Kate Winslet, not at the expense of all sense-making. First of all, I know Triss and Four are trained fighters, but we find it reasonably unlikely that they would be able to take down an entire room full of gun-toting erudites. But after they've finished that, Triss injects Janine with the serum, and verbally commands her to stop the program. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that you need to give commands through the program. That's how it works. And that is further backed up by the fact that as soon as the program shuts down, Janine snaps out of her stupor. I mean, if you're gonna change the rules, at least have them make some kind of logical sense, please. Number 7, Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban. Does this even need an explanation? I mean, I'm pretty sure the entire fandom is in agreement that the ending to this was the actual worst. Not that we haven't had some cheese in our Harry Potter before, but at least it was heart-tugging. I'm not going home. Not really. Aw. There's no Hogwarts without you, Hagrid. Double aw. Ah! Really, guys? As if we didn't have enough problem with this movie with the lack of info on the Marauders or Hermione messing with time and not liking the back of her head. You really didn't give this movie a chance, did ya? And that concludes our list of the most infuriating endings. If you have a few that make you blow a gasket, please let us know in the comments, and make sure you check the info section for links to our social media, and please hit the subscribe button. Until next time, I'm gonna go have a cup of chamomile tea and a bath. It is really exhausting being angry.